Stage A. You heard me right, and you're seeing it right. This stage doesn't get a number. It's too badass for that. And by badass, I mean cheap as fuck. This is the ever-popular staple of Castlevania, as far as levels go. The Clock Tower. Now, if you were like me, and playing Castlevania since the original, you'll notice that the Clock Tower is tremendously upgraded, graphically. Though not in the cheapness factor. I'll actually say it's less cheap than the original Clock Tower, despite its dramatic length in comparison. It's a very long level, as far as Clock Towers go. And equally painful. It does not, however, equal the agony that was the Clock Tower in Castlevania 3, right before Dracula's section. You know, I've never beaten that game. Maybe I should try that sometime. Anyway. This place is full of cheap jumps. The one back there, you can bump your head on the ledge. Not even meaning to. You know, there's those times where you'll be jumping and you'll bump your head on a ledge and fall and feel like a dickhead. Because you should have better hand-eye coordination than that. But in here, there are occasional moments where you'll just hit a ledge that you can't avoid. Not easily. It's an arbitrary attempt to make you feel like a dickhead. One of the big advantages to this place versus, say, the Castlevania 3 Clock Tower is that the one in this, to my recollection, does not ever move downward. It always moves across or up, which is very important, in my opinion. But this is definitely the level where you better be as good as Harrison Ford with a whip. And by a whip, you know what I mean. This is a very unforgiving level. If you fuck up, if you just suck that bad, this level will punish you severely. It is a true, genuine, grade A Castlevania Clock Tower. Gears will fall on you in this. See, Castlevania 3 invented the moving gears. The first Castlevania, if you'll recall, the gears don't move. In fact, the only true danger in that one is the fact that you have those ugly boards that drop hunchbacks on you. Those little excited dudes that hump you to death. And they were so powerful by that point in the game that if they didn't knock you into a pit, it was irrelevant because they would kill you anyway. They did so much damage. You don't have that problem here. What you have here is a nerve-wracking experience going up on these swinging ledges. Or, excuse me, hooks. And you do want to swing across. I tried to cut corners. I tried to go straight up. But those axe dudes will knock you off very easily if you don't go from ledge to ledge. Just the timing is worked out that way. Maybe there is a way to avoid them. I have not found it. So, if you're not, you know, somebody who has to carry their dick in a wheelbarrow, just go side to side. You also get some good stuff in the process. But all in all, it is actually a very cool level. I will always talk the absolute worst shit possible about clock towers. But I love them. Especially the one in Castlevania 64. Best clock tower in the series that I have seen. Big, epic, very cool. But we're not playing the Castlevania clock tower. Castlevania 64 clock tower. So I'll get back on the topic. You do actually want to use the holy water here, believe it or not. This is the one point in the game where I would, well, Okay, this is the one point in the game where I would say the holy water is equal to the cross. I almost said better, but that is just not true. The cross is the best weapon in the game. The cross is the... I almost said something I didn't mean to. The cross is the true visualization of how big your dick is. There. I almost said something that involves sparkling, and I know more than one person who would kill me for using the word sparkling and big dick in the same sentence. And they would be justified in doing so. Fucking Twilight. Now, you're probably thinking, oh wait, if you grab onto those hooks at the wrong time, it'll drag you into the pit. Surprisingly, no. On a hunch, that I didn't know for sure, grabbed one of those hooks and let it bring me down to the bottom of the screen, and you do not die, amazingly. As long as you don't let go. Now, the true disappointment of this clock tower for me was the fact that the boss was not the Grim Reaper. For some reason, I just associate the clock tower and the Grim Reaper, despite the fact that I don't think he's been the boss in the clock tower before. I don't know, this boss just seemed like a useless waste of my time. When I first got to him here, I didn't quite have the knowledge of his attacks and the timing, of course, by consequence. You actually want to get into a pattern with him. And the cross would probably be better for when he's up there. But when he goes down into this corner, and you can just drop holy water on his ass wholesale, the cross is less useful. I'm not sure it would be able to hit him. That is, of course, unless you were Richter, in which case you could just do that giant-ass cross move and fuck him up without a problem. At least it's not like Chronicles, where the clock face is a weapon for a fucking werewolf to throw shit at you.